It's election time and everybody know their code and their readiness. However, we want to analyze the poetic skill of some of our politicians. The following is not a paid political advertisement, although somebody somewhere will tell you otherwise. The truth is, we are all political. We involve in politics in one way or the other, whether it's vote, whether it's don't vote. And at the end of the day, we could all have discourse respectfully and not turn into monsters due to the season, man. It's a season where we choosing leaders an important part in democracy. So where's the poetry in some of the most political moments in our history? Alright, so first thing first, this video is more of a knee-jerk reaction and heavy research base. Because some of them videos just too long, by watching all them speeches. Politicians should have a time limit, man. That we see we could convince you in the shortest amount of time. However, I found some popular ones, some that I just remembered off the top of my head, and some that I was reminded of, some of the ones a bit further back. So we're gonna break down a few and just take a quick look at some of the techniques. First up, Mr. Colbert.
Speaker, this motion is frivolous and vexatious. This motion is childish. This motion has no basis. This motion has no purpose. This motion is empty. It is vacuous. It is tenuous. It is absurd. And Mr. Speaker, I am not staying in this parliament to continue this foolish debate. I am leaving now. We're getting out of here. You go, if they name man, if you name man, come outside.
Well, the drama is top-notch. Watch how we collecting the papers before he press out. But let's look at the verbosity in the elocution, man. Frivolous, vacuous, tenuous. Heavy rhyme inside there, as well as repetition. Same meaning represented in different words. And like all good poems, there's a punch. If you name man, come outside. That is a K-Lion level threatener. When you're talking about parliament, that is Trinidad and parliament. Now there's a language art called rhetoric, which refers to persuasive speaking. And we see it clearly in Mr. Embert's speech, highlighted by his level of word use. Next up, the Honorable Camela Bisessa.
You see someone raping your wife, what you'll tell them? Reasonable force have to wait. I said, no, you see them raping your daughter, what do? You empty the clip? Empty the clip, empty the clip. Yes. And what do? You stand up helplessly there. That's why you need legal guns for law-abiding citizens. They can protect their families, their children in their own homes.
Stand your ground and empty the clip. Now, the Honorable Camela is the queen of contrast and empathy. Remember the We Will Rise campaign? It was based on that, and that's how she kind of grew to be Trinidad and Tobago's most matriarchal figure when it comes to politics. But she's sneakily powerful due to her persuasive techniques. And one of her techniques is contrast. Now, Miss Bisessa will constantly present the danger of something and propose a solution. That is a real good technique. And that makes her very good at emotional appeal. She allows the listener to imagine themselves as defenseless and under immediate threat. And that strengthens her stance to empty the clip, which is the punchline. She also has a great simile in here to demean men who do not approve of firearms and the Stand Your Ground Act or whatever it was.
We're big men. They act like teenage girls. They go on social media. They make all kinds of excuses against legal firearms and stand your ground laws. I wonder what the women in the lives of these weak men think. These weak men should keep their castrated opinions to themselves and stop embarrassing the male gender.
Big men acting like teenage girls. And then she uses a great metaphor, castrated opinions, by that battle rap quality, to extend the comparison of men to girls. Keep your castrated opinion to yourself. And then she has the punch again. If your name man, she lucky IGDS in here that. Problems, but I love it. Next up, probably the goat of political oration, the late great Patrick Augustus Moving Manning. Or is it Patrick Moving Augustus? Anyway, this is not the greatest of PNM. This is not the We Will Rise clapback when he talk about the Viagra. This is not a Show Me a Liar. But what this is one in 1991. Let you take a look back.
On Monday evening, I propose to change my name to Chief Wheelbarrow. That is to take Igbarrow back to Tobago.
Now I chose this speech not because it is popular, but because it has a great lesson in it.
Never underestimate, ladies and gentlemen, the significance and the dangers that face this country as a result of the failure of one love. Do not underestimate it. it has the potential to fragment this country to such an extent that civil war could be the result. Already in the election campaign for 1991, already we are seeing the return to racial politics in a way that we never anticipated. And it is being propagated by persons in the society who should have been exemplars and who should recognize that it is country before self, it is country before party, and that you do not appeal to the banal instincts of our population in your attempt, ladies and gentlemen, to seek and gain political power.
This is 1991 and Mr. Manning already recognized that race becoming a determinant factor in governance. Here the hyperbole. Civil war. You say we could descend into civil war now, right? Metaphor, hyperbole. And we kind of seeing that daily on social media today. Also, there's a great metaphor of him comparing Election Day to Liberation Day.
When you cast your ballot on Liberation Day, Monday, December the 16th, you will not just be electing a parliamentary representative, but you'll be electing the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago.
The delivery is poised, his vocabulary is top-notch, and the smile is infectious. When it came to charisma, Manning was second to none, and all politicians could study his style and approach. After all, he was the most voted Prime Minister with 4 different tenures. You had to have some charisma to pull that off. Moving on. Now, imagine a one-liner with historically altering impact. Arthur Napoleon Raymond Robinson, A&R Robinson, besides developing the ports of entry, introducing the idea of the Caribbean Court of Justice, and inventing white tape, he had one of the most powerful utterances. Now, he was given the opportunity to surrender his nation, tell the army able back down to insurrectionists at the time during the 1990 coup. But he took that opportunity to command the legal armed forces to attack with full force. Nice alliteration on the inside, but even a greater national impact and a historical moment for Trinidad and Tobago. Finally, the best speech I ever saw in my lifetime. Shamfa Kojo, a PNM Story. Now, if I was on the opposition at that time, that would have been the moment I know, hey, that is just it us. That's for the 2015 election. You just feel it. This young, tongue-tied, schoolish-looking girl unleashing a political smackdown. The speech is highly poetic, rhythmic, accessible, and historical. And at the time, we had never really seen speeches like that. She packs the past achievements of the PNM into catchy one-liners laced with N-rhyme, rhetorical questions, and uniform alliteration. There's also constant repetition throughout the speech, and the audience is eating it up. That is why you hear the audience roaring and singing this.
Trinidad, let's do this.
Punchline.
From socks to stockings, a PNM story.
After punchline.
Rush me gate to email gate, another Prime Minister high on weed. They empty the treasury and they didn't cater to our needs.
After punchline.
We under this band of bandits, we have suffered a myriad of misdeeds. From
after punchline, nice metaphor there too. And of course, intertextuality with Stalin's classic Calypso and A&R Robinson's attack with full force.
Back Stalin done sign us up for a short-term walk at the political gate with Peter. Come Monday morning, we marking, we X and we burning them with my finger. On election day, brothers and sisters, let nobody stand in your way. PNM people putting down work with Peter. We gonna be saying, Peter, wait, Peter, wait, Peter, look Camela by the gate. Peter don't care what he say and do. Rodney Charles going in the fire too.
Watch Rowley face. My favorite part, burn them with the finger. And of course, you heard how the crowd react as Rodney Charles and all catch some strays in the vibes. And up to now, I ain't see that on the platform in this campaign yet. I will see something fiery or give me something this weekend. Either side, UNC, PNM, NTA, all the other A's and all them things. Or give me some fire, let me analyze it. Up to today, the Honorable Shamfa remains one of the outstanding orators on the political trail. Voice and aura on 100. Look, come Monday, whoever you vote, know that we have a rich legacy of leaders who have delivered some iconic moments And whoever assumes office, we'll be here continuing to analyze our great catalogue of oral and written literature and literature on your political platforms. There's the poetry in some politics. Listen, all references we use and the lyrics to anything we use are right in the description below this video. Remember to like and subscribe if you appreciated the content, and if there's some text that you want us to analyze, just drop it in the comments below. We'll get to it and find out where's the poetry.